Preparing to go hit the river, the Blue River, near Rocky Ford. Everyone from Kansas knows where Rocky Ford is in the Blue River. It's in Potawatomi, Raleigh County area. And the Blue River is the one that flows into Tuttle Creek Reservoir and flows out of it. And I'll go over a quick review over my rods and reels I have here. This first one, it is a 12-foot ugly stick. There's the information on it that tells you the action, what the blind pound test is, the model number, and then these Okuma Experiors with the bait runners on them. I really like these reels a lot. I've had this reel for 7 years, I want to say. It's been a pretty good reel. Rod's been real good. I caught my biggest fish off of this rod, a 50-pound blue cat. For the smaller fish, anything that's probably under 8 pounds, you can't tell really that you got a fish on. Well, you can, but it's really easy to reel them in unless they get real big. And then this one here is a Gator Blank. I had custom made at my local bait shop here in Manhattan. Derek's Bait and Tackle. Rick makes them. And then this bad boy reel, an Abu Garcia 7000 IC3. And both my bigger rods here, they have 65-pound braid on them. This is Power Pro, and that other one I believe is a Suffolk Silk. I can't remember exactly what they call it. 383 or something like that. This reel here has 3 ball bearings. My other one down there has 10 ball bearings, the Okuma. It has this little beta lorem, this one. The Okuma has this little trigger here. You flip it up, it's a secondary drag, that the bait feeder. Kind of same thing that this does. They make different sounds. Your cast, your tension adjuster, star drag, another tension adjuster. And this rod and reel caught my second biggest flathead, which is a 40-pound flathead. And that was a fun fish to catch too. And we'll move over to this. Is my newest rod. Medium heavy, ugly stick. It's a E-Lite camera to focus on it for you. And then this reel, the Pflueger Supreme. Out of all the reels that I owned over the years, for bait casters, I'll have to say Abu Garcia is by far the best. I've tried the Quantum one, the Shakespeare ones, well, they're just the old cheapo, so they don't last too well. For a regular open face like this, I love Pflueger. I really do. They've been good to me. They're long-lasting reel, smooth, and less expensive, and you get more out of it for something like a Shimano or a Daiwa, which are good brands too. I have a Shimano. I honestly think, my personal opinion, that they're a little overpriced, but still a good reel. I'm not sure about their rods. I've never used them. I've used to have an Abu Garcia Kingfisher. It was 8 foot, I believe. And I sold it to a guy, and it was a decent rod. But I'm pretty big on my ugly sticks because they're durable, they last, and they're really hard to break. Well, I've never broken an ugly stick, and I have several. My favorite ones actually upstairs. I'm not taking it on this trip with me. It's an Ugly Stick Tiger, medium action. It also has the same Okuma Experior reel on it. And that rod I bought back in 1999. So it's an old rod. Still dependable to this day. I had to replace the bottom eye on it because it cracked. Which would be this big eye here, except for on a different rod, and it's a little bit different colored. I'll go over it one of these days with you. And we'll move on to my tackle bag. It's got some 3-way swivels and little pliers. Has a little carrying strap. Side pouches that have my sinkers in them. I'll zip that up later when I got 2 fingers and, 2 hands. This one has more weights in it. And then I have a knife and this hook I ought to tie on one of my rigs. Made this for live bait fishing. I don't know if this little extra flash will help catch flathead or fish or not, but it's worth a try. Then of course we've got this case knife. Green handle, my favorite color. You always got to have a good knife in your tackle bag. Or always carry a good knife out fishing with you. It's my fishing knife. I use it to make the sticks that you stab in the ground to use as a fishing pole holder. Makes pretty quick work out of a lot of stuff. I just sharpened it so it still has some clove oil on the blade, but I'm not going to worry about wiping it off. It's not going to hurt anything. Go to the inside here. We've got a bobber, some top waters, little Samsung case that has some hand-tied things in it. I tied all these flies and spinners myself. More hand ties. Some Gamakatsu octopus circle hooks. These ones are 5/0. These are the straight hook they have. It's another Gamakatsu. I think these are, I can't remember what aught these are. I want to say 8 or 9. And then there's 9/0 circle hooks here. It's a new brand I tried this year. It's works. Some barrel swivels. A lighter down in there. Some 8/0 Gamakatsu circle hooks. So basically everything I need in a camera bag. I found it on the ground at work one day. It's amazing what people just lose or forget or just throw away. I work up at K-State, so sometimes since I'm on the grounds department, I have to walk around and pick up people's trash. Boring, but I guess good for the environment. I get to keep things looking clean, but most of the times I'm fixing irrigation pipe, underground irrigation. And the reason for the red on this custom rod I forgot to go over is because the original red, or the original reel on it was red. Then I put that one on because the one I had started messing up. Is a old Abu Garcia from 1975, a 5000, I think. I'd have to re-look at it to know for sure. Anyways, hopefully the fish are biting good today, and I'll be able to show you a fish on video. Have a nice day, y'all, and take care.